I want you to imagine a scenario. It's a Tuesday morning in New York. You walk into a Starbucks. You order your usual coffee. But when you pull out your phone to pay, you don't use Apple Pay linked to your Chase bank account. You scan a QR code generated by your AI assistant, and the transaction doesn't say $5. It says 0.05 GPT. You just paid for your physical coffee with a currency issued not by the Federal Reserve, but by OpenAI. Welcome to the most terrifying and exciting economic thought experiment of our time. This is next-gen finance. Today, we are asking the question that keeps central bankers awake at night. What happens if ChatGPT launches its own currency? Not a crypto meme coin, but a global standard that challenges the US dollar. By the end of this video, you will realize that the money in your pocket might be about to expire like an old coupon. Let's dive in. To understand why this is possible, we first need to look at the ecosystem. Historically, currencies were backed by gold. Then, they were backed by the trust in a government, like the US government. But in the digital age, what is the most valuable resource? It's not oil, it's intelligence. OpenAI currently has hundreds of millions of users, more users than the population of most countries. If OpenAI issued a digital currency backed by compute power, meaning every coin you hold gives you access to a certain amount of AI processing, it would instantly have intrinsic value. Think about the American consumer. You, right now, you pay for Netflix, Spotify, Amazon Prime. These are subscriptions. But in 2026, your life runs on AI. Your personal assistant books your flights, writes your emails, even negotiates your bills. Every single one of these actions costs compute. If you are forced to convert your dollars into GPT credits to function in society, demand for the dollar drops. Demand for GPT rises. This is exactly how the Petrodollar system worked for decades. Nations needed dollars to buy oil. In the future, you will need AI coin to buy intelligence. We are moving from the petrodollar to the compute dollar. Now, let's talk about the Federal Reserve. The Fed. The Fed's job is to control inflation by adjusting interest rates. They print money, or they take it away. But imagine an economy managed not by a group of people in Washington, D.C., but by GPT-5. An AI currency could be programmable. If the economy is overheating, the algorithm could automatically adjust the transaction fees slightly to cool it down. Real-time monetary policy. No more waiting for monthly CPI reports. Instant reaction. Sounds efficient, right? But here is the dystopian American nightmare: control. If OpenAI controls the currency, they control who spends it. Imagine you try to buy a plane ticket to a destination that the AI deems carbon negative, and your transaction is declined. Or you try to buy a book that violates the content policy. Declined. Unlike cash in your wallet, which is permissionless, an AI currency is 100% surveillance. Sam Altman has already hinted at this with WorldCoin, scanning irises to distribute universal basic income. But a native ChatGPT currency would be much bigger. It would be the operating system of the economy. What would Wall Street do? Goldman Sachs and JP Morgan would likely rush to build trading desks for this new asset class. We would see Forex markets trading USD against GPT. And if the AI productivity boom is real, the value of GPT would skyrocket against the dollar. Why hold a currency that loses 3% value every year due to inflation, when you can hold a currency backed by the fastest growing technology in human history? But there is a final boss in this video game: the US government. The US government does not like competition. Just look at what the SEC is doing to crypto. If ChatGPT's currency started to threaten the dollar's dominance, we would see swift and brutal regulation, banning it for payments, taxing it heavily, or forcing it to be pegged to the dollar. However, technology has a way of outrunning regulation. If people trust the AI more than they trust the Fed, no law can stop the shift. So, where does this leave us? We are entering an era where value is being redefined. Money is just a tool to allocate resources. And since AI is becoming the ultimate resource allocator, it is only natural that it becomes the money itself. In the next few years, watch closely how OpenAI integrates payments. It starts with a subscription, then a micropayment for a plugin, then peer-to-peer transfers. And suddenly, you are paying for your coffee with bits and bytes. This is a future where your wallet is code and your bank is an algorithm. Are you ready to trade your Washingtons for Altmans? Thank you for listening to Next Gen Finance. In our next video, we will step away from the specific coins and companies and look at the hidden infrastructure that connects them all. Something is moving beneath the surface of the internet, and it's not what you think. Until then, keep your eyes on the code.